Okay, we want to deal with the financial management, but the topic we are going to deal in is project evaluation techniques. But the project evaluation techniques is the cost-benefit analysis which determines which projects to accept and to reject. So we have types of project evaluation techniques. They are as follows. Number one, the non-profit making techniques or non-discounting or traditional techniques. Number two is the discounting stroke modern techniques. So we want to start with the first one, okay, non-discounting techniques. So non-discounting techniques are the techniques which ignore the concept of time value of money. And they are of two subdivisions. That is the payback period techniques and accounting rate of return. So we want to start with the payback period technique. So the payback period techniques refers to the length of time it will take to recover the initial amount invested. So maybe we can illustrate using the calculation. Consider a 5-year project whose initial investment is shillings 100,000 and the project is expected to generate the following cash inflow. We have years 1 up to 5. Then the amounts, cash flows. Cash flows are 35,000, 30,000, 35,000, 25,000, 20,000. So for the 100,000 which the initial outlay we invested on this particular project, the cash flow for each year have been assigned as per the years. Like in year 1, we have the cash flow of 35,000. In year 2, we have the 30,000. And in year 3, we have the 35,000. Year 4, we have a cash flow of 25,000. And lastly, year 5, we have a cash flow of 20,000. So this amount, now we want to work for the payback so that we can know after how long we can recoup back the 100,000 we invested. So required, they wanted the payback period. So we want to compute the payback period. So here we will write the solution. Solution. Now, the first column we will write years. The years were 1 up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the cash flows. The cash flows. The cash flow for year 1 was 35,000. For year 2 was 30,000. For year 3 was 35,000. For year 4 was 25,000. And lastly, year 5 was 20,000. Now, we create a column of accumulated cash flow. Accumulated cash flow. And remember that the amount we invested was 100,000. So the accumulated cash flow should not go beyond the 100,000. So let's start. The first period, we just write the value the way it is. We bring the 35,000. But when you want for the period year, we will take the first year plus the second year, which is 35,000 plus 30,000, which will bring to 65,000. Then if we want the third year, we will take the total of the second period plus the third year, which is 65,000 plus 35,000. That will be totaling to 100,000. So we have to stop from there because the amount we invested was 100,000, but already we have recouped our money. So therefore, the PBP, which stands for the payback period, is 3 years. 3 years. So in conclusion, the decision criteria, we will accept the project because the period at which we will recoup the 100,000 is less than the period we were given, which was 5 years. As we know very well, the shorter the payback period, the better the project, and therefore we accept such project.